Hi, and welcome to this month's mini workout. So this month the topic will be neural activation, and these are very short and sweet kind of exercise snacks. So these are perfect to get up and moving if you've been sitting at your desk for too long, if you're feeling a little mentally cloudy, if you want to get the blood flowing, or even just to prime the nervous system at the end of a warm-up before you go into your heavier lift. I'll show you 3 different exercise snacks. You can do just one, repeat it a couple times, or you could do 2 or all 3. Up to you if you want to string them together into a mini workout of sorts. So for the first one, we're going to start with the feet and kind of a little bit of full body movement just to get the blood flowing. That'll just be called fast feet. And then we'll add some arm movement, some balance, and potentially string all of it together if you want a challenge. So for fast feet, you're just going to come into kind of like an athletic ready position. Feet under knees, knees under hips, a little bend in the knee, and then you're just gonna do almost like a little run in place, maybe feet out, feet in, maybe trying to disassociate the upper body from the lower body a little bit, opposite hand to opposite arm, and just do it until you kind of feel a little bit warm or until your brain gets confused. Then stop, rest for a moment, and we'll just do some arm movement. So first we're just gonna have arms in and out, kind of waking up the rotator cuffs a little bit. Then let's do arms to the side like a scarecrow and up and down. My shoulders actually click a little bit when I do this, but it doesn't hurt, so it's just fine. And then let's try some single leg balance. So standing on each leg for anywhere from 20 to 30 seconds. If it feels easy, you could add some arm movement here. And if that feels easy, you could try closing your eyes. And then switch side. I notice that definitely makes it more challenging for me when I close my eyes. Add the arm movement if you want on this side. And reminder, you can do single leg balance work anytime. You could do this while you're brushing your teeth in the morning, when you're in the shower. It's a very important thing that we tend to lose as we age. So definitely just get a little bit of balance work in whenever you can. Try the eyes closed. All right, so that's the first exercise snack. Notice that only took less than 2 minutes. So if you're just sitting at your desk, you're feeling low energy, you feel like you don't have time for a break, I guarantee you, you have 2 minutes to get up and do those 3 things. Fast feet, arm movement, and a little bit of single leg balance, maybe with the arm movement, maybe with the eyes closed. Feel free to repeat it a couple times. I guarantee you when you sit back down, you're gonna feel a little bit clearer. So that's the first one. Next up, we have a little bit of glute activation because we're always sitting so much, right? So this could be with like a TheraBand that you loop together and tie a knot, or if you have a glute band, just make sure it's a light glute band for this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that, and I'm gonna slip it over my knees. Just a reminder that closer to the knees is actually harder, closer to the hips is easier. I'll probably just put it somewhere in the middle for this one. And then to activate the glutes, all I'm gonna do is come into a little quarter squat. Go right here so you can see a little better. And then I'm just gonna do one leg at a time, a little external rotation. I might even touch that glute to make sure it's firing. And I'll just do 10 per side, and then I'll switch. Notice I kind of came up on my toe for that to make the rotation easier. You could keep the toe down, just kind of see what feels like it's activating more for you, or I'm sorry, I brought my heel up, not my toe. And then let's try in that quarter squat position, tripod foot, big toe, pinky toe, heel staying down, both knees coming out into some hip abduction for 10. And now that the glutes are activated, let's do a few lateral walks. So kind of coming into that quarter squat position again and just going side to side. I'm gonna do 4 each way. And then I'm going to make it a little bit harder. So bringing the band down towards the ankles, and same thing, yeah, that makes it significantly tougher. 4 one way, and 4 the other. And then let's bring it back up to above the knees, and let's do the same thing but a monster walk. So staying nice and upright, taking kind of zigzag steps side to side, And then actually go backwards if you can. Look behind you and make sure you're not gonna trip on anything, but that'll wake up the brain as well. And then same thing, but let's put it down by the ankles and make it a little bit more challenging. 1, 2, 3, 4, and backwards. 2, 3, and 4. And just notice how much more awake your legs feel now. So if you've been sitting for a long period of time, that's a great exercise snack to just get up and get moving. Again, that took probably 2 minutes total. Next one, we have just kind of some full body, brain-body connection movement. So this one, you're going to want either a line on the ground, maybe a piece of tape, or I'm just going to use this part of the floor here where my mat becomes linoleum so that I can tell there's kind of a line there. Okay, so here I am at that line. The first one, we're just gonna go forward and back, first kind of slow, then a little bit faster bilateral, so both feet at the same time. So we'll go forward and back, and then 4 times fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. And same thing, but lateral movement this time. So turn so that your side is to the line, and we'll go slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And then we'll do the same thing with kind of like a Nordic track. So a split stance. First slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, then fast. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then finally, let's do this with fast feet. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, faster. And that's it. Now, if you're anything like me, that took you total 5 minutes, but you are completely different energy than when you started. So whether you do 1, 2, or all 3, these exercise snacks are a great way to get activated neurally, get the brain and body connected, get a little bit of blood flow, and then refocus on your work. Enjoy.